What's cooking? It's your main man, Low Cook of LowCookProduction.com, the place where we have the recipe for your creative success. And you're watching Watch Me Cook TV. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to export your stems for mixing and mastering. I got a lot of people who told me, hey, I should make a video on this because when I explain it, it's kind of confusing. And I've made a video on this before, but I used my phone and I didn't have a screen recorder at the time. It's a bad video. It's embarrassing. But anyway, if you want your music to translate the way that you recorded it in your original session, it's best to send stems. What a stem is basically a tracked out version of each vocal take within the song from start to finish. So no gaps, no spaces in between the vocal takes, anything like that. I know a lot of artists, when they record in pieces. So they'll record like the intro of the song, and then they'll stop recording, and then they'll move on to the next part of the song. When you do it like that, you create gaps within the song, and in order for an engineer to not have to puzzle piece your song back together and possibly put some of your vocal takes out of the pocket or out of place where they're coming in a little too fast or coming in a little too late, you want to have actual tracked out stems which actually cover the space from the beginning of the song all the way to the end of the song. I find that this is the easiest way to explain it to my clients when they send their music in or they're attempting to send music in for mixing and mastering. Here's a good example. Here on the screen you see a gap at the beginning of the song before this vocal take here. Now this WAV file here, it's ready to go, but it's part of 3 different takes. So in order to get these 3 takes here to all line up in the proper perspective, we have to get rid of these gaps here in between each one of them. Now, the first step that we're going to take, and in most DAWs, it's the same thing. You're going to consolidate all of your clips, not all of them together, but you're going to consolidate each clip from start to finish. Consolidating means you're consolidating the empty space that's in between the clips along with the actual clip. And don't get the wrong idea and think that, oh, from now on I should just record from start to finish. You don't have to do that. You can continue to record the way you've been recording by recording, your hook, and then you go back in and you record your verse, and eventually you'll get all your pieces, but then you just consolidate that empty space into the actual vocal takes. It's not going to make it sound bad. It's not going to put noise in your track or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, I use Pro Tools, and in Pro Tools, when you consolidate your clips, you basically want to highlight all of the clips. So I'm going to click and drag over all of my clips here. I'm going to make sure that I get everything in, because I see that, got a little gap left back here at the end of this clip. So I'm going to scoot this over, and now I have all my clips all selected and highlighted and ready to go. Now, once I do that, there's a shortcut key in Pro Tools, and whichever DAW you may be using, they may possibly have a shortcut key. But for Pro Tools, the shortcut keys are Shift, Alt, and 3, the number 3. Or you can go to Edit, and you can go to Consolidate Clips. Now, for me, I like to just hit Alt, Shift, 3. And this will render it out. And now you have all of the empty spaces now are filled by space. You have a clip that's actually from start to finish. Now I have all 3 of those pieces, vocal takes, all on one track. Now, the next thing that you want to do, if you haven't named your tracks already, is to go in and just name each track. It makes it easier. Now with Pro Tools, if you want to name the file, you just double click and boom, you can put a name for the file here, and it will name that clip, and it will name it on the disk file as well. Once you put the name in for that file, just hit OK. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have the names for each one of these files, and then you're good to go. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to select all of my tracks or clips as they call them. And then I'm going to go down here to this little arrow and open my clips window. Once I open my clips window, I'll bring the menu down and I'm going to go to export clip as file. Now this is going to export all of my clips as a file. I definitely want waves. You definitely want to send wave files to whichever engineer you're working with. When you're getting your mixing and mastering done, you want all the information in the file. So send wave files every time. The format, I'm going to put it at interval because I'm sending the beat as well to this folder so that it can be all in one folder, and it's stereo and everything else is mono. So interval is just going to make sure that each individual file is left the way that it is, in the state that it is in right now. So I'll get my mono files, I'll get my stereo beat together. If I left it on mono, it would break the beat into two pieces, and you really don't need to do that. Now if you had separate instrument tracks, you could have left it on mono and it'll be fine. But with a lot of clients nowadays, they send a 2-track of the beat, which is a basically stereo 2-track beat together. The next thing you want to make sure is that you have 24-bit. So we're going with waves, switch it to interval, 24-bit and 48 kilohertz. The only other thing that I'm going to change in here is where I'm going to send these files to. Okay, now I want to put the stems in their own folder. So within my session folder, I'm just going to make a folder and call it stems. And I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go down here to use current folder, and then I'll hit export. Now it's exporting everything into this folder. Boom. I'm going to drop Pro Tools down, and I'm going to go to that session folder that I just had. And there it is, stems. Now if you look in here, these are all the files we just laid out, just consolidated and got ready. When you send these files, you want to send it as a zip file. So go here, right click on the folder and go to send to compressed zip folder. Turn this into a zip file. Now, once you got your folder compressed and zipped, what you want to do now is go to Google, type Low Cook, go to lowcookproduction.com, the More tab, mixing and mastering. You go here. And this is where you click to add your files. And we're going to type lowcook@gmail.com. And put your email. Go here, click to add your files, and you click on your stems folder, hit open, and hit transfer. Send the files to me. It may differ in your DAW, but at the end of the day, in most DAWs, it's exporting stems. Please send the files with no effects on them. Anything that you want done, any special effects that you want done to the song, just let me know what you want done, where you want it done at, and I'll get it taken care of for you. You guys make sure you go and check out the channel, watch some of the other videos. I'm trying to provide as much value as I can to you guys and help you guys make better music when you're cooking up. Definitely go check out my social media and definitely go check out the website. Now, I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Cook out.